We're getting a message. Fox traffic, be advised. Major Japanese naval contingent converging in Coral Sea area. All nearby patrol vessels requested to take appropriate measures. That means blow them out of the water. Well, not to put too fine a point on it, I guess, but that's what we're going to do. I've dropped us to a head standard, and I've tentatively put this course in. I don't know exactly where it's going to be. I know it's like roughly, I mean, this is a huge area that I'm circling with my mouse, but they're going to come out of Rabaul, I believe, maybe out of the north. I don't remember exactly where the task force originally comes from, but they're going to sail around the Solomons, and then I think that they're going to end up somewhere in here. The Japanese task force is anyways. So I'm going to go to this point and evaluate things from there. We're actually going to be significantly early, which is good, because it's better to be early than late. I like to be punctual. And so we're going to go here, and then I think I might have us kind of do a search pattern in this area like that, maybe. So we're in position almost, and I think we're going to be on time, and I think we're going to be able to join the party. Everybody put on your silly hats, and you get your party streamers and stuff, and confetti, and your torpedoes. Yay! I've laid in a preliminary course. This is a search pattern just to kind of reconnoiter the area a little bit. It's still, I think, going to be a little bit early by the time we get to this point, but I've dropped us down to a head 2/3 just to kill time. Hopefully we don't run into any planes or anything, but yeah, we're going to mosey around here, see what we can see. I don't know when the game is going to script everything to start, so I'm kind of in the dark, but I'm going to poke around here, see what we can find, and report accordingly. We're still puttering around on the calm waters of the Coral Sea. I didn't expect it to be this calm, but that's fine. I don't mind it. I don't give a shit. But I just wanted to kind of chime in and tell you guys how things are working as I've been patrolling, because we have some new features, and our sub is a little bit different from the sugar boat. One big advantage to this boat is that it moves fairly quickly underwater, and it doesn't use as much battery power when it is moving underwater. Also, it recharges comparatively very quickly over the sugar boat that we were sailing in. It also has another advantage in the form of this SD radar, which I told you guys a little bit about, but just to clarify, it's basically like a hydrophone for radar. It's passive. It's listening, or I guess watching, maybe would be the better way to put it. It's watching for radar, just as our hydrophones are listening for sound. So that's how it works, and if you extend it, it increases its range. You can also, it's right there, you can bring it down. Bring it downtown to Chinatown, or to the inside of your sub, whichever you prefer. I believe that it actually has a disadvantage in that it is visible on radar to the enemy. I don't know if the enemy's radar is quite that sophisticated yet, but eventually radar technology gets so good that it can detect things like that, projecting off of the horizon. So that's something that we need to be wary of. I don't know if that's such a concern right now, but so what I've been doing is during the day, I've been pretty much staying underwater for as long as I can. Not as long as I can, I guess. That's quite a while, but I'm going to bring this down because we're not going to need it. But I've been putting us at about 40 meters under. And the reason for that is that even though, you know, it's difficult for us to be detected, good lord, that is also quite noisy still. Even though it's difficult for you to be detected by hydrophone and radar, obviously, since you're underwater, you can still be seen visually by a plane that's flying overhead. So the deeper you get, the less of a problem that is. I actually haven't seen what our test depth is. It looks like it's about 75 meters. That's plenty. But that's how it's been working, is I try to stay at about 40 or 45 meters for as long as possible, and I also try not to drown. That would be bad. Whoa, you look mad at me. What did I do? It's like glowering at me. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Jesus. Alright, anyways. Just knock me off my... God, fine. I'll look over at the flashing lights like this guy. Yeesh. Tough crowd. So yeah, I've been trying to stay under as much as possible during the day, and during the night I'll go up and down basically every couple of hours. And as you can see, this thing dives very quickly. I don't know if that's necessarily historically accurate, but I don't really know if I care that much. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. I'm going to dive and stay under for another couple of hours. Come back up, dive, come back up, and then once the day comes, I'll be staying under for a good long while. I don't know why I felt like explaining this to you guys, but sometimes you guys ask me a little bit about like hunting in general and just how to kind of keep your boat running during these slow times, and this is a good safe way of doing that. It keeps you out of the enemy's sights and their hydrophones and everything, and it's just a good way to stay alive, because even though we're not seeing anything right now, there's nothing saying that there's nothing out there. That's a weird way to put that. I guess the better way to put that is always assume that the enemy is somewhere nearby and is going to kill you. There you go. Anyways, we're about to finish up our little route here, and I'm thinking I'm going to double back probably this way. Let's go up like that, and like that, and we'll just lay in a arbitrary search pattern to see if we can run into the task force. Or task forces, who knows. Okay, we've spotted a warship. It seems a bit early, so this could be an unrelated contact. That's not a warship at all. That is part of our superstructure on our conning tower. I don't know if it really qualifies as a superstructure, because it's not that super. Well, I obviously can't make out a flag. It is good and close, though. It got a little bit too close for comfort.
Chief, secure the diesel and dive the ship.
We're gonna dive.
Dive.
I don't see any other contacts on the surface. That almost looks like a British S-class, which could be Australian, I guess, under the circumstances. But let's eliminate some possibilities here. I think I've got a good idea of what it is, but we need to be absolutely certain. Damn, that's not where I wanted to go. Periscope. Thank you. They don't really make Japanese destroyers with that profile. I guess that could be it.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna run silent, obviously. Listen to that music. It's getting very tense in here. This could be a destroyer escort like this. So we're not gonna take any chances. Even if it is friendly, you know. So far, we're not getting any pinging. Oh, that could be it. It's a corvette, possibly? A little red corvette? Baby, you gotta slow down. Moving much too fast. I think that could be it, so it could be actually a Japanese corvette. I think we're gonna hide for a wee bit. This is possibly some kind of advanced element here.
Yes, sir.
And continue on our patrol route. That's encouraging in its way, I guess. Are we detecting it on hydrophone?
Current depth 20.
Now, I didn't get a hydrophone notification, but we did have the contact on our map, and actually, yes, we do have a hydrophone line for it. I'm going to try not to abuse these lines when I'm coming up with torpedo solutions and things like that, just because it is extremely easy to come up with torpedo solutions. I've done it before in the Silent Hunter 3 Let's Play, but it is kind of a cheap way of doing it, so... we do have him on hydrophone. We'll keep listening for a little bit. It's running parallel. Almost. Now he's about to cross. Well, this is just a little bit dicey here, folks. I don't think that he presents any real threat to us. Alright. He seems to just be passing through. Since he hasn't detected us, I'm going to take a gander at him with the free camera just to see if my fears were valid. Well, they were valid regardless, but I think I might have ID'd him correctly, and I want to make sure. Japanese, and it does look like a Corvette, so there we go. Okie dokie. He does have depth charge racks too, so that is an issue. Okay, well, we're going to keep hiding for a little bit, and hope that that's a portent for things to come. Hopefully larger ships with many, many more tons of shipping goodness. We just got a message. All vessels, be advised, current major naval engagement in Coral Sea with Japanese aggressors. And I haven't seen one other than that Corvette. I haven't seen any Japanese aggressors other than that little fellow that we ran into before. So I'm on the surface right now. It is nighttime. I might do a nighttime dive just to take a listen. And my hydrophone operators are now fully functional. They actually, I stayed under for a while that Corvette sailed by, and they were able to hear him up to about 30 kilometers away, which is kind of ridiculous, but hey, I'll take it. It's better than not hearing them at all. So we are able to hear things. We didn't hear things on that particular run, though. Oh, drat. Well, I'm hoping that we haven't missed anything. It is May 4th, and I believe that the real battle hasn't quite started yet in terms of the air battle and everything, but it might have just started, I guess. So we're going to keep sailing around, try to run into these guys, and try to put a few torpedoes into them. It's daylight, and we have a radar contact moving fast, so we better get under. Actually,
Chief, secure the diesel and dive the ship.
Aye, sir. Passing to work.
changed it to a crash dive because he's going to cross our path. Fuckity. I'm not seeing him, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to pay us a visit. I doubt that he's going to see us. Right? That could just be a returning plane from the task force, maybe? I don't know. I mean, it is possible, of course, that they're sending, just stop diving. That's unnecessary. And we also don't need to go that fast. They're just possibly sending scout planes out, I guess, but he was heading this way, so we'll just say that he was heading due north. I have a search pattern laid in for here. Maybe I should change it. Just have us go over this way. How you like them apples? Delicious apples. Alright. We have avoided that plane, and it has possibly given us some insight about where the enemy is. Maybe not, though. Maybe it's going up there and then over here. Who knows? But we're going to keep looking around in this area, and we're going to try to find them still. Of course, obviously. That's why we're here. And I'll get back to you guys if anything else comes our way. We just went into a turn, and we've gotten literally 1 billion contacts. We are... Yeah, that would be... Yeah. Okay. Okay. I gotta think. It's a difficult task for me, but I gotta do it. I gotta think. I gotta use my brain. Where are they going? It's really what I want to know here. Well, they're... What? What are you doing? Okay, they're heading right towards me, which means to get into position for a shot, I'm gonna have to back up. Now, let's just take our current position. And if they're going straight at me, we really don't need to move that far back then. I'll just... Oh, you know what? Is it doing that thing? Yeah, it was gonna have me continue on course going backwards. That is mildly obnoxious. I'm gonna keep backing up past that line, I think. We'll call it good there. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Nothing's wrong here. Just a huge enemy task force, lumbering my way. NBD, as the kids like to say. Why were we... What? Where? Thank you. Okay. It should be on this bearing somewhere. They might not be in range yet. Nope, there's a few contacts. Now it's looking almost like I went too far. Can't really make out any of those. As much as I'd like to make out, can't do it at that distance. Talk about a long-distance relationship. Okay. Okay. That was a little bit dangerous. Wait a minute. I'm gonna take a look at... Yeah, that's a bad idea. That right there, that is our radar antenna. I'm gonna lower that because that creates a wake. And it's also visible on the surface, and the water looks pretty calm. So yeah, we need to do away with that. We also need to do away with that, because I want nothing to do with any destroyers. There's some ships out there, but I'm not going to be able to ID them yet, because they're too... That looks like a yacht. It's not a yacht. What is that? No. No. It couldn't be. Oh, it's too far. I'm not going to waste too much time on IDing them right now. That's some kind of cruiser. The Japanese battleships don't... Like, I always look at them like I tend to look at British ships, and that's not the right way to do it. British ships are structured like that. If I can use this as like the waterline... They go up, but as you can see, this fucking Fuso class is like, it's like they fucking pancaked a bunch of metal on top of the hull in various stacks. It's like crap, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You can see the superstructures on them are huge. And I guess it could be, well, no, it looks really more like the profile of a cruiser, which is good. Excuse me. Excuse me. Because you can see how they kind of are a little bit more gentle in terms of the structure. Like, that would be a pretty strong candidate for that there. Okay, well, here's what we're doing. We're going to go ahead a little bit, because I think I might have overdone it on backing up. I mean, I like the look of that target there, but... Well, now, wait. Now... Maybe I'm overthinking this, because this guy's about to cross our path directly. And he's really close. We'll give it about a minute or two of going forward. We'll have some carryover momentum.
Yes, sir.
See, yeah, that's going to be really close. Gee willikers. Okay, oh shit. I am really bad at time compression. I am not a time lord. Am I cool for making that reference? Probably not. Alright, so that is the destroyer that was close before. Ooh. Well, it's not that, is it? No. That's got two mast thingies. I think it's actually this. A Mogami, because the guns are right. Damn, I better get to stepping on getting a solution for this, though. But let's look behind it, because I thought, yes, I did. Okay, well that, sorry, Mr. Mogami. Domo arigato, Mr. Mogami Bato. Oh, shit! Oh, triple shit! What the It's Christmas! Good lord. Okay.